and Philadelphia Union, the start of an Eastern Conference rivalry. In fact, about 1,000 supporters have made the trek, about 2 hours. Again, he gets Fred in the lineup. He missed the first game because of red card suspension.
Very solid block in the midfield.
Title. But first, each team has to get a win in 2010. Torres, left-footed drive, and Talen Energy to the net. Latou has scored Philadelphia's first ever goal. Nicely done by Arrieta. And now Philadelphia may have a counterattack. Here comes Latou. Latou drives it into the net. Into the net. Philadelphia is up 2-0. Tonight, will it be a third?
He's got a great look here either way.
Latou strikes and drives it into the net. Into the net. Number 3 for Latou. And that's it. The Philadelphia Union, their first ever home game. There's joy for the home fans. 3-0. The Union victorious over DC United.
But it was a team effort across the board.
March 25th, 2019. The city of Philadelphia were finally awarded their MLS team, and they would play their very first MLS game that day. Who would they play? DC United. At Lincoln Financial Field, it took a whole 90 minutes, and the Union would find a way to win, just squeaking it out 3-2. That was 10 years ago. Today, after a decade of some heartbreaks and not what we expected from our Philadelphia soccer team, the Union are in first place, and the Union are a contender in MLS. And fast forward to August 24th, 2019, the Philadelphia Union are facing off against that very own team, DC United, in Alumni Night, guys. But don't worry, we're going to preview this match, Union versus DC United. It's all coming up next, my duperos. So stay tuned. Done! And that is right, guys. Welcome everyone to DOOP By The River, the show where we follow everything Philadelphia Union with me, Parceo Philly. And if this is the first time you're tuning in to DOOP By The River, if you're returning back, just want to say thank you for tuning in. But please, help me grow this channel by subscribing, hitting the bell button for the notification, and share this on any social media platform you use. The goal is we're trying to get to 100 subscribers, and I could use your guys' help. Before we get into this preview, I want to discuss a little bit about what transpired this week. The Philadelphia Union continuously trying to reach out to the fans and trying to be open to the fans. Had a little Union talk Tuesday night down in Chester. We were at the Union Club. Tim McDermott and Ernst Tanner were talking to a group of us Union fans. To be quite honest, I just wanted to go there just to see how the fans felt about it, and obviously hear what Ernst Tanner and Tim McDermott had to say as well. But it was a great event for sure. It is so important for the Union to do these certain events. It helps them, but also helps us to gain an understanding of both sides. A lot of the times we don't understand why our favorite teams do what they do, but the transparency of the team is so big. And I love the Union for doing stuff like this. If you want to catch it, guys, that's on the Philadelphia Union website, so definitely check that out. But yo, Philadelphia Union, good job on that. That's right, August 24th, Union versus DC United, another I-95 rivalry, but this time it's a special night. It's Alumni Night. We are celebrating our 10-year anniversary. Now for the Philadelphia Union, we're coming off another bad loss. We lost 2-0 last week to the Chicago Fire. But 3 weeks ago, if you guys remember, we played this very own DC United team, which we absolutely destroyed down in Landover, Maryland, as we won 5-1. It was a good beating. We got to think that DC is going to come up this week trying to play spoiler. Got to think that they're still mad from that 5-1 beating, and they kind of want to ruin our alumni. But it's going to be a little difficult for DC. They played their big rival, New York Red Bull, on Wednesday night, and it was a typical Red Bull DC United match. It was a heated match, it was aggressive, and it came down to the wire. In that match, we saw 2 red cards, which included DC United's Wayne Rooney got the red card, so that does mean that he will miss this match this Saturday against the Philadelphia Union, which gives us a break. That Wayne Rooney red card was a little bit questionable, but what was more questionable in that match was the penalty kick that the Red Bull received late that would lead to the game winner. As Red Bull's Murillo went down in the box, but went down on his own. No one really touched him, and the refs still gave him the penalty. and New York were able to knock in that PK. It was a tough break for DC, but they really need to get back on track. They still look like they're in a prime position to make playoffs, but they are in a bad form right now. And if they keep losing, there's a good chance that they might miss out on the playoffs. So you gotta believe that they're gonna be hungry trying to get 3 points here. Now, no Wayne Rooney, but they still have Paul Arriola and Luciano Costa. But the new player that they have, Ola Kamara, who came over from China. We all remember him in his time with LA Galaxy. He got sold to China for a good price, but it wasn't working out. He wasn't fitting in over in China, so he got sold back to the MLS with DC United and actually got a goal for DC in the last match against Red Bull. But alright guys, let's look at the formation and the starting 11 we will see for the Philadelphia Union in this match. Starting goal, who else? Andre Blake. Expect them to have a big match with the crowd behind them during Alumni night. In the back line, it's going to be huge for Andre Blake's success. Starting left to right, Kai Wagner, Aurelien Collin, Zach Elliott, and Ray Gaddis. Now, obviously, Aurelien Collin took a dip in performance last week against the Chicago Fire, and it's really going to be in question whether or not Jim Kirchhoff wants to stick with Aurelien Collin or wants to go back to Austin Trust. To me, it's a tough decision, but I think he is going to stick with Aurelien Collin. You know, the Union in general didn't play well last week, not just Aurelien Collin. So I think he will stick with them, but definitely wouldn't surprise me if we see Austin Trusty here. In the midfield, another tough decision for the Union and myself, quite frankly. Starting from left to right, I have Jamiro Monteiro, Harris Meduni at the 6. At the right shoulder midfielder are Captain Alejandro Bedoya, and at the tip of the diamond, I have Marco Fabian. Now, in that first DC United match, we saw the Union go with Creval, Meduni, Bedoya, and Fabian, and that worked out really well. I definitely think we should put our best midfield out there, and this is the best midfield that we can put together. Now, it's also difficult to decide too because we have a stretch of some difficult games coming up after this DC with Atlanta, LAFC, and NYFC to finish off the season. So, you know, putting out your best midfield, especially with Jamira and Marco, who've been dealing with injuries this season, it's kind of tough, but I think this is what you got to go with to get the W here. And up top, no brainer, I got Kasper Shabilko and Andrew Wooten. Wooten still looking for his first goal. I think this is the perfect opportunity to do that. He had a great game in that first DC United game. He was great on the press and great off ball, but this back line for DC is pretty bad. And I expect Kasper and Andrew to put a beat down on these guys. All right, so here's the deal here for the Philadelphia Union. We have to take advantage of DC United early. We got to get this shit started early. Let's dominate the possession. Let's get that high press going. Let's intimidate these guys. It's Alumni night. The place is going to be rocking, guys. All our favorite players from past and present are going to be there. The Union have to feed off of that energy. Not to mention that Wayne Rooney, their best player, is going to be out. And also that back line for DC United is pretty fucking bad. I also need to see big game from Kai Wagner. DC United do not handle attacks from out wide too well. The Red Bull were mainly attacking from out wide last week, and it was pretty effective last Wednesday. We need to do the same thing. The Union obviously need 3 points here with the tough stretch going forward, and I truly believe if we can continue playing with the way we know we can play, Jim Kirchhoff and the Union don't get too comfortable, I see us winning here. I think the Union finished this off 3-2. All right, guys, those are my opinions on this match against DC United. I want to hear from you, though, in the comments below. Let me know how you guys feel, what you think the Union will do against DC United, and let me know if you're going to go down to that match as well. I unfortunately cannot make this match this Saturday. I know it sucks. I wanted to see all the old players, but you got to do what you got to do, and things happen for a reason. Remember that. Make sure that place is rocking, and also make sure you guys arrive to the stadium early. Don't show up right at kickoff or a little late. Our team needs our fans to be involved right out the tunnel. When a player comes out of the tunnel, hearing the fans screaming, singing, that gives them energy, gets them going. Make sure you guys show up and show up rowdy. And I could also use your guys' help. Please help me grow this channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button for his notifications, and share this. The goal is we're trying to get to 100 subscribers, and I can't do it alone here. Help me out, guys. Until next time, I do battles. DOOP.